So how was Jane? I mean, she must be a formidable kind of person to have dreamt up doing this and getting it all
Yes,
going.
oh yes, she made her mind up. But she's good at taking about dropping a hint
Okay.
what she wanted.
But you kind of chipped in with them.
Yeah, I sort of really started when Jane started wanting to do the different grasshoppers that many we could find.
Right.
Do all the lichens, ferns. That's when I really started helping them. So we went all round the island, various fields, finding different species of grasshopper. I think it was 3 we found that hadn't been recorded before. So then we did lichens, and they weren't recorded at all.
No, it's a kind of niche.
It was just we started doing that, and every time you passed a tree, you'd hear a yell. Like, there's one. Of course, when I looked at it, okay, it's a wee blodges here in the ferns, all different ferns. We found quite a lot, different species. We did all the burns, all the way down road and Losset, down to Losset Bay. We were up the Bend, we're everywhere looking for them.
So this was Jane's kind of thing about recording.
Yeah, that was it.
Nature that was here.
Yes, because nothing's been recorded. We went to Jura, and we did Jura as well.
Okay.
Searching for, we did that burn, was right down into Jura. That one. They found a few different ferns and all that there, and we found the first filmy fern in Isla. We found that was never recorded.
Right. But I mean, that's the thing with Isla, it's sort of, you need people with some knowledge and prepared to go out and kind of record things, which has been the concept for the trust right from the beginning.
That was the first thing she wanted, but nothing much was happening. We'll go to the Bend today, or we'll go up to Kilhearn or Kilhorman or anywhere on the island and see what we could find.
And it's these minor things that they're not the big go-to, like the birds and things that everyone goes and looks at and records. It's this little stuff that needs a little bit more attention.
We did a few, any bird traps, it was just noted, because as she said herself, most people are doing that anyway. But just the things that wasn't done in Isla was our main. Started, then we got into the new place, as we call it.
The field centre.
Then.
So that was John French who kind of instigated that with the youth hostel, wasn't it?
And then I think it was Jane first. She initially paid for it, for buying it and all that. That was a lot of help there, doing it up and getting posters and things ready.
Yeah. And there's been lots of sort of development ideas and things, but it needs a big push to get some of them to happen, and it's difficult and uphill.
No, she started. Some people talked to her and some wouldn't, and we can't do this, we can't do that, we need this, we need that. Well, I think she wanted, we'll start.
Yes.
So she just pushed, I would say pushed her way through. And then it was just built up from there, really, and then you had help more people. Because at first it was only her, Malcolm, me roped in now and again, and there's a couple of others.
Yes. George Jackson was.
He's a big pillar of help there. He was very good.
Yeah.
And he sided with Jane, so then it was.
So she kind of helped.
It's very hard not to see something like annoying somebody, you know what I mean?
Because George was very kind of into the wildlife and all sorts of things, and his artistic talents.
And yes, Carl Reevy. Yes, he was another one that was very good. Working with the trust.
He was a very dynamic person that kind of went to get things done.
Him and Jean got on very well to do things and get things going, actually.
Yeah.
Like putting lots of different posters up, and there's lots of wee bits started off
Yeah, Carl had a lot of ideas, so it was like touch screen.
Yeah,
bits and getting funding for those.
And yes, and he wanted like lots of information in booklets and papers and all that would explain why the trust was there and what it was doing.
Yeah, it's important to get that information out because we're quite a minority kind of organisation doing something that's kind of quite big.
Yes, he was...
I remember you taking me up into the moss one day to get a whole load of sphagnum.
Sphagnum moss.
Sphagnum moss, to have a wee display of sphagnums and things.
Yes, because a lot of people didn't know what sphagnum was.
No.
They didn't realise it, all the things that live in it. And
yes, and the importance.
It's sphagnum is the first goings of peat.
Yes.
Was it?
Do you think that the workings of the trust and recording these things has improved the kind of general knowledge or just enthusiasm with others?
Yeah, it has. And the schools are interested and they had school parties.
I think we had Joyce Gilbert was based at the trust when I first started coming, and she was doing lots of school things.
Yeah.
I'm not sure under what banner she was doing it, but she was based at the centre. The location is key. Port Charlotte is just really great location, and the space we've got is good. It's just damp and dark and things we can't see out, and it's all indoors without some outdoor space. So yes, we have this big dilemma about location and our building that is kind of functioning better to what we have need. So how do you think Jane would feel? We've got 40 years, continued for 40 years, and we're still kind of going strong.
Oh yeah, she's chuffed with the way it's going. When she actually stopped going so often, but still looking after the building and looking forward to everything that was happening. She's still getting big interest in that all the time. She's never lost 1 minute of interest. She was chuffed herself that was going well. She really was.
Yeah. And it's visited by lots of locals and their families and things, and word of mouth gets out.
Yes.
So.
Well, see, it's when they started up, as you know, it's if the kids were going. The kids are growing up and they're taking their kids or telling.
Yes.
And it's the story gets on and on. What is it? And
but that's what it's all about, It's just
get to know what's on the island.
Make people appreciate what there
is. A lot of people didn't know half the things we had.
Yes. So I've always found that the local people have a kind of deep-seated appreciation of the nature around them, but don't necessarily appreciate how special it is. I mean, I've come from south and the mainland and things where I've seen things disappear in my lifetime, and you come here and it's all there, and it's